Alright, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Most High Power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Akal, Kadash, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to all the Akim out there that's doing their due diligence in sincerity and charity with humiliation all across the four winds. To you, I salute. This is the brother Yahshua from the GMS Bahamas Camp, back with you with a brief spiritual edification. And, amidst watching all the different videos from the Akim out there with the topic of accountability and how women fail to be accountable for pretty much anything that they do. I want to take it from another aspect. You see? Because when you think about the whole thing, let's use the word virginity, right? As a man in his truth and spiritually, and back then, from the times of Abraham, a man's token that he belonged to the Most High was that he would have been circumcised, right? Now, what is the token that the woman shows that she belongs to her own husband, that she has never been touched? That would have been her virginity. And these days now, women don't value their virginity. It would seem they don't value that gift or that token that they have, or what most of them had. You see, you only have that once. You're only a virgin once. And when you think about it, a 30-year-old man and a 30-year-old woman, right? That woman have no way of knowing if that man is a virgin or not. She has no way of telling. You see? Even if he has kids, they have a saying in the world, mommy baby, daddy maybe, right? Even if go far as, let's say he has kids, he can always tell that woman, well, they're not mine. You see, but physically and anatomically, a woman has no way of telling if a man is a virgin or not. But on the other hand, if a woman is a virgin or it's a telltale sign. You see, there's a physical sign showing that a woman is a virgin or not. Be it the hymen, right? Now I want to take it from, I want to bring out this first scripture, right? This is Genesis 17 and 9, verse 9. And Yahweh said unto Abraham, thou shalt keep my covenant, therefore, thou and I see it after thee in their generations. This is the Most High telling Abraham, well, he's about to make a covenant with Abraham. This is my covenant which ye shall keep between me and you and thy seed after thee. Every man child among you shall be circumcised, and ye shall circumcise the flesh of your foreskin, and it shall be a token of the covenant betwixt me and you. So the removing of the foreskin is likened unto us being betrothed to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. You see, that being in the physical sense and the spiritual sense as well, being spiritually circumcised. And you only can do that once. You see, you only can do that once. You only can be circumcised once. That's how come Scripture tells you, a man that taking his hands off the plow is not fit to be in the kingdom or the council of the Most High, paraphrasing, right? Now, with a woman, they only can lose their virginity once. And let's get the scripture to back that up, right? It's the book of Deuteronomy 22 and 15, right? This goes into account where a man has a suspicion about his wife or trying to put away his wife, right? And he betrothed her, he humbled her. It's Deuteronomy 22:15. Then shall the father of the damsel and her mother take and bring forth the tokens of the damsel's virginity unto the elders of the city in the gate. And the damsel's father shall say unto the elders, I give my daughter unto this man to wife. And he hated her. You see? Verse 17. And lo, he had given occasions of speech against her, saying, I found not thy daughter a maid, and yet these are the tokens of my daughter's virginity. And he shall spread the cloth before the elders of the city. So back then it was a custom that whenever a father and mother give their daughter to wife to a man, when that man betroths her, they would keep that cloth as a token of her virginity, that cloth that they, or the sheet that they had intercourse on. Because when you crack a virgin, they bleed. And they would keep that bloody sheet as a token of her being betrothed and her giving that token unto that man and her being his wife. You see, but nowadays with the women these days, you never know when they lose their virginity. You see, that token is just thrown away. You see, pretty much casting that pearl among swines. They give that to any man. You see, and normally most of the times women who get betrothed by a man, who lose their virginity to a man, oftentimes when not, they don't be with that man. You see, they get cracked and then move on. You see, but they no longer have that token. You see, and as the elder say, they prefer to ride that court carousel as opposed to being humble and being accountable for their actions. So when you look at it, when you go later on in life, what do you have to offer? You no longer have the token. The main thing with every man looks for within a woman, if she's a virgin. Every man looks for a woman who's a virgin. I don't think no man wants a woman who doesn't have a virginity. Every man, every heterosexual man wants a woman who's a virgin. You see? Because that's like let's think of a candy. You'd go inside the shop and you'd purchase a brand new candy any day, any given day. But let the shop owner tell you, hey, these candies have been pre-sucked, or these gum has been pre-chewed, but we wrap it right back up. It still look new, but it already been chewed. You wouldn't buy that shit. You see, and that's likened unto the females these days. They are re-wrapped candies. They are pre-chewed packages of gum. And yet, they want to be put on a pedestal as though they are brand new. But you no longer have the token that was given to you. You no longer have that token of your virginity. You see, you no longer have that hymen. When your next husband goes into you, when he rod you out, blood coming out of that. That seal has already been cracked. You see, but y'all hate to be held accountable for your actions, for your decisions. You see, a man's token to the Most High, showing that he gave his life to the Most High, that he's betrothed to the Most High, is him being circumcised physically, spiritually, most importantly. You see, that spiritual circumcision, meaning cutting off the old ways of life. You see, and likewise as the woman, if you still have your virginity, when you give that to your first husband, who's supposed to be your only husband, that signifies you, hey, you no longer belong to this world, you belong to your husband. You see, just like us, we men, when we are spiritually circumcised, we no longer belong to this world. We belong to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. But no, y'all want your cake and y'all want to eat it too. You see? But I didn't want to make this lesson too long. Give all praise to the Most High Power, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Makar Kadash. Who was else? Let him hear. Shalom Akim.